Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Docs Daily. Today is Monday, December 29th. We got a lot to talk about. NFL, NHL, NBA, college basketball, you name it, it's on today. So we're going to get right into it right after. I got to pay some bills real quick. Don't let me forget about a free $60 account. If you are brand new to Doc Sports and this is the first time you're watching us or you haven't taken advantage of this, we give a free $60 account. There's a link in the description of this video, docsports.com/free60. You get $60 parked in your account. Use on any handicappers plays you want across the board on the website. Whether you want to split it up, like between, for example, Craig Trapp and Nick Menken, who's joining me today on Docs Daily, or if you just want to roll with somebody's week pass, season pass, that 60 is up to you to use however you want. It's absolutely free. Try us out. There's a link in the description of the video. Also, if you want to become a YouTube member, the link's in the description of the video as well. It starts off at $4.99. Level 2 is $19.99. Level 3 is Craig Trapp, Indian Cowboy, and myself. It's the premium. We call it the Graham Poobah package. It does not come with anything other than winners. You get your own members only jacket. It's $49.99 a month. You have to buy your members only jacket. We supply winners. I want a disclaimer of that as well. Yeah. But you can also start for as low as $4.99. I mean, it's $5. You can't get a foot long for $5. All right, that's my rant. I'm
not
out.
Anymore.
That's a coffee. I'll see you guys later. Gentlemen, I haven't seen you guys since Christmas or talked to you guys since Christmas. I hope everybody was good, had a good Christmas, safe weekend, all that stuff. That is behind us. It's time to move on. Onward and upward. No more Christmas decorations. My wife got me this great shirt that I'm supposed to wear on shows all the time. Let me ask my wife. So,
and let me tell you, there could be never a truer statement put on the show ever. Like Lenny is, Mandy is Mandy's his wife. She's a Mandy. Mandy, if you're watching, you're amazing. Can we clone her, please?
She's the boss. Please. She's the boss.
She calls herself my wiferager, like a manager, but my wife. So she's my wiferager. Lenny unsupervised is not good for anybody.
No, if you see Lenny wandering around Vegas without Mandy, oh shit!
Get him back to Mandy ASAP.
Yeah, that should be on the back of the shirt. Is like if this man is walking by himself unsupervised, please call this number ASAP.
Report him back home.
Report back. Home.
It's like when the kids get lost at Walmart and they're like, "Kid at the front desk, come and visit." It'd be like, "Mandy, where are you? Come get."
That's why she don't let me go shopping with her places because I'm a wanderer too. I will wander somewhere. I go grocery shopping. There in Vegas. There's there's machines in the grocery stores.
Hey, Lenny, I've been out with Lenny and Mandy. First of all, Mandy's as fun, if not more fun than Lenny. But Lenny gets to a point where it's like, what the hell happened to Lenny? Like somebody needs to be responsible for him rest of the night.
And they don't call him CDL for nothing. They don't call him CDL for nothing.
Yeah, there is a point where it's like, I just usually give her the head nod, like, and I'll like, start tapping out. I'm like, it's time for Lenny to go home. I need to go. And when I gotta go, when it's time for me to go, I gotta go. It's time. I've had enough.
Never been a truer statement.
It's fair. All right, we'll get back to sports.
Yes.
Besides my dysfunctional life, we'll talk. Let's go through the NHL first. You want to do that first? You want to do the NFL? Because we want to go
first and foremost. We want to say congratulations already. Going into this week, our guy Vernon Croy here at Doc Sports is 4th in the Circa contest. 4th. Well, he is, obviously some kind of stressed out because he's, I believe he's 2-2 because he had the Bears last night and they lost on that. That was a tough way to lose. And he has a play tonight. So if he gets it tonight, he probably will drop back one place this week. So he's super stressed. So he usually does the NHL rundown. I told him we would do the rundown for him. So these two guys, I'm going to we're going to do rapid fire. And then after this, we're going to cut this out. So for people that don't watch Docs Daily on a regular basis, make sure you start watching. But let's do the NHL rundown for Monday, the 29th of December. Nick, you're going to kick us off here. First game we have 7 o'clock, Columbus at Ottawa here. Ottawa's big favorite, -205, total 5.5. Find me a winner in this one. What do you like?
Yeah, this one's a tricky one, especially the way that the Blue Jackets are playing right now. They're on that two-game winning streak, and on that two-game winning streak, they've been scoring a lot of goals here. They're 20th right now in National Hockey League. They average just under 3 goals, while the Ottawa Senators, they score in bunches. They're 8th best here. They average over 3.2, but I'm going to take a shot here with the dog price, plus 1.5 here on the Columbus Blue Jackets. I do believe they keep this one close, and I like betting them on the road. So I like plus 1.5 here over Ottawa Senators, Craig.
Anytime as you like an underdog, I like it too. Next game, another 7 o'clock game. Rangers at Carolina here tonight. Carolina, I thought would actually be a bigger favorite. So minus 173, I actually think it has a lot of value there. Total 6.5. What do you like, Lenny?
I got to go Rangers here. This is just too much plus money here. I mean, they're good on the road. They're not a great team at home, which is crazy that they don't play well at home, but they are way better on the road. I would sprinkle the Rangers here at a little money line. I'm not even going to mess with the puck line here. I think the Rangers are a live dog against Carolina.
Well, plus 155. Can't talk anybody off of that. Next game, another 7 o'clock game, Washington and Florida. Florida started to turn things around here, Nick. They've won 7 of their last 10 games. Florida's only a minus 126 favorite. I actually thought might be a little more. Total 6. Is Florida the play here, or does Washington get it done?
Yeah, definitely. I'm with you on that one, Craig. Panthers coming off a loss to Tampa Bay, 4-2 in that one on their home ice. This is a bounce back game. I lean towards the Florida Panthers in this one. You got 2 great goaltenders in Thompson and Bobrovsky. The over/under sitting at 5.5. A lot of people are going to be on this under, but I do believe we see goals here, so I do lean towards the over in this one and the Florida Panthers tonight, Craig.
All right, we move to 7:30 time slot. We go to Canada, Edmonton versus Winnipeg. Edmonton's the slight favorite, minus 117, total 5.5. Lenny, is it as easy as just the Edmonton Oilers here, or can the home dog get it?
I mean, if you're on the train that is going against Winnipeg, it's hard to get off now. I thought getting goaltending back here for Winnipeg, I thought that would be a factor. I thought that would change Winnipeg. It doesn't seem to happen here. They're just broken, and I don't know what. There's coaching changes coming in Winnipeg. Has to happen. Major changes. They're falling, and I don't want to try and catch the knife and try and guess when they're gonna win. It's Edmonton or nothing for me at minus 120. I'll take the money line.
All right, next game, 8 o'clock, Buffalo at St. Louis here. Buffalo, slight favorite. I see minus 115, minus 110. Some pick'ems out there, but there is some definitely St. Louis money out there, or numbers at plus 100. Total 6. What do you like here, Nick?
Yeah, this game's tricky. Obviously, the Sabres are on an 8-game winning streak here. The line suggests it, but this one is tricky. It's minus 120 here, and I'm leaning towards these Blues. They're 500 here at home. They're 8-5. I know they haven't been good this year. They're last in goals per game, but this Buffalo Sabres team with the line on the road, they're 2 games below 500 on the road. They play a lot better at home, and for that reason, I'm taking the St. Louis Blues here plus money against Buffalo, Craig.
All right, Lenny, you've got a Utah team hosting in Nashville here. Utah's been pretty good at home this year, 9-6-1 at home. But they're just 4-6 in the last 10 games, and it's minus 141 here, total 5.5. Can Nashville get the money as an underdog here?
Nashville's a thorn in my side. I bet against them, they just win. I bet with them, they lose. So, I mean, for me, it is a small sprinkle on the draw here because I don't think neither one of these teams are any good. Predators aren't good on the road, 6-8-2, something like that. Utah, mediocre at home. I think this is a crap game. There's way better games on the board. Don't bet it unless you want to play around with a draw. Just move on.
Yeah, 11 games. There's plenty of those games today. Right. 9 o'clock, we have LA Kings at the Colorado Avalanche. Colorado's been the best team in hockey this year at home, 15-0-2. Their favorite minus 225, total 6. Is this the one they lose?
I'm not going against the trend there, Craig. There's no way, and you should not be going against it as well. They're 15-0-2. They haven't lost in regulation on their home ice. I know you're paying a price here. The only play in this one, in my eyes, is the Colorado Avalanche on that puck line. But this is a no-bet game for me. I'm going to sit back. Like I said, the value's on the Avalanche, but I'm not paying it at that price.
Yeah, Colorado, even, and they've been the favorite of every home game. They're 11-6 on the puck lines this year at home. So tells you they're winning by more than 2, more than half of the
And
time.
if you don't like that, minus 150 in regulation. I mean, I don't know what you want to pay at juice. It's not horrible.
That's not terrible considering they've only had 2 games go past regulation in those wins. Boston at Calgary at 9 o'clock here. Calgary's favored minus 127, total 6. Is this a live underdog? It's that kind of number that I always look for on Mondays.
This is a live dog. If you're going to sprinkle the dog, sprinkle the draw too. This is a perfect play for me that I'll take a full unit and just half unit both. And I mean, the draw is plus 300. But I do kind of like the home ice. I think Boston is better on the road. I know the record doesn't say this, but I think at the end of the day, they're going to be a better team on the road than they are at home. I don't know how else to say that, but I'm on Boston.
They've lost a lot of road games by 1. It's too bad you can't get this at the
right
plus
there.
1.5. They're 12-6. Almost all of those they're getting the plus 1.5. But yeah, they've played a lot of close road games. 3 games left here. Minnesota at Vegas here. I can't believe Vegas isn't a bigger favorite in this one. I kind of thought Vegas would be. I know their record doesn't suggest it, but I keep waiting for this team, Nick. It's minus 105. Both teams minus 105 at some spots. So search it around. Total 6. Good game here. What do you like?
Yeah, obviously Minnesota's been playing well too here as of late, so the line indicates that. But this is a bounce back for the Golden Knights. They just lost a tight one to Colorado, 6-5. I believe it went into overtime. Bounce back game here at home for the Golden Knights. They're 8-4-6 on the season here on their home ice. Minnesota does play well on the road, a little bit better than they do here at home. They're 10-6 on the season. So I lean towards the Golden Knights bounce back game here on the late game against a good Wild team who's picking up their pace of play and scoring goals. So I like Vegas here, though.
All right, 2 games left, Lenny. Mondays, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We have Anaheim as a big favorite here, hosted in San Jose. Anaheim's minus 174, total 6.5. San Jose has been way better than I thought. I will say that. But it's one of those things that now it's like the public is starting to catch on and play them at a big price. Yeah. Now those numbers are coming down, not as valuable. What do you like in this spot?
Man, I don't sound like a broken record, but these are the same teams. They're just looking at each other, and it's like the Spider-Man meme. Everybody's pointing at each other. I know the Anaheim Ducks are probably the better team come the end of the day, and we've made money on the Ducks all year. I think the market catches up to them, but I think the Sharks are not going to lay down for the Anaheim Ducks here. Maybe some in-state rivalry. Maybe I'm just playing into it because I'm a conspiracy theory guy. I don't like it. I'll throw down on the draw because I'm a degenerate, but that's about it for me on this. There's no value unless you take the Ducks on the puck line, and I don't like that.
All right, last game, Vancouver at Seattle tonight. Vancouver's minus 115 here, total 5.5. Seattle's basically a 500 team at home, 8-7-3, and Vancouver 11-8-2 on the road this year. So what do we play here, Nick, to finish out the night, as they say, the Hail Mary get-out game?
Yeah, this is definitely, they're trapping you in this one. The public is going to be on the Seattle Kraken with plus money here at home. They're on a 4-game winning streak. They're playing good hockey. Their last game was against the Flyers. They put up 4 goals in that one. And then the Canucks just lost to, I believe it was the San Jose Sharks, and they lost that one by 2 to 3 goals. I believe it was 6-3 in that one. This is strictly a bounce back and a snap out of their 2-game losing streak for the Canucks. You got Lankinen back in net, and the line indicates it. It's minus 120. Remember, they're on a 2-game losing streak, and Kraken are on a 4-game winning streak here at home. So I'm absolutely attacking this line, and I'm going to bet on the Vancouver Canucks in this one over the Seattle Kraken. I think Lankinen has a great game here in net in Seattle, and they're great on the road.
Yeah, remember, all these lines, make sure you're shopping them around because there's huge swings depending on the book because it's a money line sport. So the difference between minus 114, minus 125 doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're betting the number of games throughout a 365-day season on the money line, it does make a difference. So that's what you have for today. Congratulations, Vernon Croy, for where you are, and let's root him home. I know he has a big play tonight. You can actually get it at Doc Sports. If you want to get his rundown every day, of course, make sure you check it out. He'll be back tomorrow with the NHL Rundown. So we just wanted to make sure we covered it for him and to give him a shout-out. So congratulations, Vernon. Keep it going. Either way, he's going to have a big cash if you haven't checked out the standings. But
Vernon, have a drink and take a nap. Okay,
he's in the payout. He's at, what is it, top 10?
Well, before no, it's way. I mean,
it's
way
top
bigger.
50.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, he's fourth heading into this week.
I know
think
this because I finished in 52nd spot one time.
Yeah. All right, so that's what we have. Let's talk. I know people want to talk about bowl game today. It goes at like 2:00. So
Yeah,
App State, very rare. I don't think, Lenny, I've ever seen a bowl game where it's the same conference facing off. I know it's because this year there was a lot of teams that opted out, and they were just trying to find teams. With two teams facing off here. Anything you like here, Nick? Why don't you start us off?
Go to Lenny here real quick. I gotta pull up the games on my side.
Both these are Sun Belt teams, by the way. App State
both
and
Sun Belt teams, Georgia Southern, Appalachian State. I mean, I haven't been full of transparency. You guys, if you follow me in any way, shape, or form, you know I'm just too much of an open book sometimes. I haven't been the greatest in these bowl games. I haven't lost a bet in college football playoff game, but I can't get on the bright side of this bowl game. I'm just going to get degenerate and bet overs. I'm just betting the over in this game. I'm going to turn it on while I continue to work today because I think it starts in it's an early start game too.
2:00, I think. Yeah, 2:00. So like 40 minutes away. And FYI, they played this year at App State. Georgia Southern won 25-23 as a 5-point underdog. Total was 61.5 in that game. So the reason why the big shift in line, one, it's a neutral site game, and two, App State's on their third string quarterback here because of injuries and opt-outs. So that's why you might want to not play this game, FYI, if you don't want to.
I mean, it's not the greatest game. Nobody should be running. Nobody's woke up this morning and went, "Ooh, I want to bet Georgia Southern App State today." And if you did, you're probably alumni. Okay. I mean, let's be honest, or you're in that area and you're just a fan of that game. But
these are rivals. People, I didn't know this.
Yeah,
I didn't know this, but that these are pretty big rivals. They don't like each other. So it's kind of funny that they end up playing
each other in the J
Imagine if Michigan, Ohio State got into a bowl like they got, and they're like, wow, we'll just play an extra game. That would be great.
Give me Georgia Southern minus the points, minus the 9.5. I mean, you're going up against a backup quarterback here, third string. They should be able to get it done. Their offense, they average over 400 per game. So I like the offense here for Georgia Southern. I think they win by 2 touchdowns.
I mean, if people haven't watched the bowls lately, we've seen some really good bowls and we've seen some really bad.
Really bad ones.
I mean, Missouri, I still like they have the best run duo. They have the best running team in football this year. And it was like, you had like a second or third string quarterback, freshman. And it was like, let's just don't run the ball with our, like, Tony George, if you don't follow Tony on social media, Twitter, or X or whatever you want to call it, you got to, because he went off on
worth to follow.
Missouri.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's pretty funny guy. He'll be on tomorrow, by the way, Doc Staley. But he went off on it's like, it's 4th and 1. Your game's on the line. You have the best running back in stats wise in football, and the guy's on the sideline, and you run the quarterback, a freshman quarterback. Tony's like, "What are we doing?
What are we doing?" Yeah.
It's like, but I mean, if anybody watched the Clemson Penn State game, it was the reason why both should that was
brutal,
embarrassing that you have two teams that were in the top 10 in the preseason, like polls, maybe even top 5. I do believe they both were in the top 5, and one, they're playing in that bowl that they played in. That's bad enough. But the game itself was god awful.
But I mean, Saturday did give us good games. I mean, that BYU to Georgia Tech game was good. That game was
but
good.
Those were good teams.
I mean, North Texas,
that was unreal.
Oh my God, that game. I mean, I was on San Diego's. Maybe it was good because I said on Doc's Daily on Saturday. If you guys don't watch on Saturday, it's a marathon. It's chaos. It's borderline combat and dysfunctionality, but it's me and Griffin Murphy for an hour, and we break down everything on Saturday. And I've been on BYU all year. Team Mormon to the window last game.
They pushed though, right, Lenny? Did you get a win or a push?
I got a win.
There was a lot of people. It was 4, early, and so it finished 4. So
okay, I was on BYU and San Diego State. I had San Diego State plus I think like 7 or something like that. They cut, but that game was good. That LSU Houston game was good. Which
I was shocked that
think was going to be good. Yeah,
no, I was like to be honest. You're right. The games we thought were going to be really good have been some duds, and some of these ones that you're like LSU. What the hell are they playing for? They got a new coach. Like the whole, just what has happened, and and it ended up being a good game. The best is when they showed Lane Kiffin leaving the game early.
Yeah, I saw that. He didn't even stay around. He got in the car.
Dude, what are you doing? Go sit in the freaking luxury box. They have one there for him, and just eat your dinner or something. And you can't
eat
leave
your
that.
Chicken veggies. Okay.
He already walked out on the team. He already walked out on the team there. Not good luck.
Someone posted that, dude, he's done this at Tennessee. They started going back to teams he's left. Dude, you're next. LSU, you're next. It's just a matter of when or not if that he walks out on you. The NFL, whatever else comes calling next. So
I think tomorrow that USC TCU game, I'm looking forward to that game. I don't have anything bet on that game. I don't know if you guys do. I'll talk about it or whatever, but I think that game is going to be one of those games you're going to end up being able to get points on both sides.
I have 2 plays left in bowls this week. I have, our bowl season ends Wednesday at 6:00 for this. So if you buy them anyway, Coastal Carolina, Louisiana Tech, I have a premium play on that game, and I have one in that Iowa Vanderbilt game. I think both of those games could be pretty good games that I think we'll see pretty close to what we expect to see teams from this year. To me, it's crazy. You have to handicap the games basically like this.
Right.
Okay, what games are we going to see good games? We're going to see what we think we were going to see, if they played this in a regular season. And which games are dude, this is just being played because they have to play the game. I don't know how to fix it, Nick. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to figure out how, other than if we just say the NIL money, like they do for some of these basketball tournaments, is dude, there's $1 million up for grabs to the winner. And, $1 million divided by 50 is enough where guys would want to play.
And there's enough money. There's enough. It's not we don't have the money. No,
maybe the smaller bowls wouldn't be able to do that, but the bigger bowls should be able to.
With this NIL money, though, too, they got to have incentives for these bowl games. So maybe offering them money to be winning these games like the NBA does in the in-season tournament. You got defense in those championship games because you got $500K on the line. Obviously, not saying $500K each player, but I mean, get these players some money now.
Did you see the Mike Evans thing yesterday when he hit that?
Not.
He's the first guy since Jerry Rice, I think, to have 1,000 yards in 10 straight seasons or something like that. Dude, he hit it. You would have thought they won the Super Bowl. And not just him. The entire team celebrated with him. And they were losing, by the way, when this happened. Right. So it was kind of dude, it mattered that one, he got this record. I think it also was he hit a bonus.
Bonus, yeah.
Yeah, so that's another thing that plays kind of, to kind of segue into NFL tonight. I mean, at this time of year, that's kind of an angle in some spots.
The salary bonuses are big.
Right, salary bonuses and stuff. I mean, remember when Tom Brady was forcing the ball to Gronk because he wanted him to get his incentive, and they were celebrating on the side. It was a couple $100,000. To us, I mean, that's crazy, but to them,
yeah. Did you see Arizona? The Arizona Bengals game. It was McBride needed 4 catches or something, so the game was well over, and they still had him in the game, still throwing it to him pretty much every time, and he broke the all-time tight end reception record. Yeah. So it was and he still got. I was dude, he still has another game. Why don't you just wait till next game? But I guess they're hey, that you never know, guy gets injured or whatever. So, but yeah, I don't know if tonight. I didn't hear. There's I forget who it is on Twitter, but it's definitely in my feed always of guys that are gonna hit it potentially, and it's then you can kind of play the prop angle, as Lenny I'm sure was going there. Is if a guy needs 80 yards to get his reception yards, and he gets a $700,000 bonus, everybody wants him to get it, and not the quarterbacks, and so they definitely feed it to him. I did not see that anybody between these two teams tonight was necessarily up for that, but next week will be for sure because it's last game, and then sometimes they really have to push it. I do have a prop tonight that I like. I'll give it out to you guys. Kyrie Williams over, I think it's 61.5 rushing yards. He's hit this 3 of his last 4 games or 4 of the last 5 games. I forget, but he's been really good. Kind of under the radar, as good as they've been on offense. No one really talks about him. It's he gives you pretty much 70 yards every game. He also gets a bunch out of the backfield for catching the ball. I think he goes over tonight. They should be up late, I think, in this one. That always helps if you have the running back up late where they're trying to grind it out.
I'll piggyback that prop. I like him to get a touchdown because I do think they're going to be up late. And that touchdown prop, I mean, shop your lines 105 to -120, but just for an anytime touchdown. Craig knows, and you guys know, if you follow along as a member, we do live shows at halftime for like 5-10 minutes, in play bets for primetime games like Monday night, Thursday night. And I love these touchdown props. And I'll tell you what, if Kyron Williams gets one in the first quarter, I'll definitely be 100% piggybacking it for him to get another one because I think the Rams are going to get up late, and I like to double up on those. What was it, 2 weeks ago? We hit that plus 450 when what's-his-name got 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Catches.
How about Brock Purdy last night getting 2 rushing touchdowns? It was plus 1,100, I think. No. I saw a bunch of people had it in parlays props. So, of course, those are the ones that really juice up when you have a plus 1,100. You can have a couple just regular minus 110s in there, and it pays off big. So, tonight, I think it could be a little higher scoring. And so, I like that touchdown prop. The one thing I always worry about him is he's not the biggest guy. So, I feel like he needs to get like a little longer. Because if it's like 1 yard, they put in, what's the guy from Michigan in Corum, right?
Blake Corum.
They put him in a really short yardage. So that's like, it was like back when, remember, Warwick Dunn was with Tampa Bay and they had Mike Allstott. That Warwick Dunn would get him all the way down the field. They put Mike Allstott in and he'd get like a 2-yard touchdown. You're like, dude, give it to Warwick Dunn. It's the Varsity Blues. Was it Varsity Blues when they would take the guy out when he got down and they would like, he's like, damn, Kilmer.
Kilmer? Yeah. What Kilmer? I don't hate Blake Corum touchdown prop either. For you can get plus 150 to plus 170.
I like Stafford's passing over 1.5.
I like that too.
With San Francisco winning too, puts a little pressure on these Rams, especially for the NFC.
Does it matter?
West.
I think it does to them. I think it does. Here,
they can't win, right? They can't win.
No, I don't think they can get the number 1 seed, but
they can even win the division.
Sean McVay's ego.
I think it's Seattle and San Fran play next week. I think the winner wins. I think
so. Yeah, Seattle and San Francisco will be the tiebreaker. Well, San Francisco's 12-4, Seattle's 13-3. If San Francisco wins, they would
get the 1 seed.
That's for the 1 seed. Really, the Rams.
Yeah, so the Rams are playing for nothing then because you wouldn't win the division.
Because they could get 12-4. I think they hold the tiebreaker over the Rams.
I thought I read today, and this is like these tiebreakers need to be a little clearer. Beyond, it's like, whose mom slept with somebody back in 1992 should not be the tiebreaker winner. But I thought someone said the Rams can't win. If they win out, even they can't win. But I might be wrong.
I read something earlier, and I'm looking real quick.
I really think I don't know how you would do it, but I do like. Who's playing on Saturday? We're going to announce that last night.
That's
next Saturday.
That's the Rams. That's San Francisco, Seattle, and Carolina, Tampa Bay. Those are the Saturday games. The 2 that matter are going to be played on Saturday, and then Sunday.
Steelers and that are the only other game that matters, and they play on Sunday.
That Tampa Bay game
Sunday night, isn't it?
It's in Tampa, yeah.
Isn't the Ravens Steelers Sunday night?
It's Sunday. I don't know if it's night.
I think it's Sunday night. They flex it to Sunday.
Yes, it's the 8:20 game. Yeah, so the 3 games that matter will be standalone games, which is good. It'll be the 2 Saturday games. Is that right? Yeah. That'll be the 2 Saturday games and the Sunday.
Here's your prop right here. I just read this right now. I'm reading this on ESPN, the preview thing. What it tells me if the game matters. Rams quarterback Matt Stafford needs 2 touchdown passes in his last 2 games to set a single season career high record or whatever. So that dude's going to throw for 2 today. And I bet you he throws 3 today at least.
I think so.
That's the problem.
I mean,
rushing touchdowns. That dude's gonna.
Although I don't think he's one of those guys that cares about the records. I think the only thing that means much to him this year is to win a championship. Because if he could win a second championship, it puts you in a different class of quarterbacks. That's just facts.
Yeah, for sure. He's a Hall of Famer right now.
Hall of Fame is not a question, but when you're a Hall of Famer, you want to be like, okay, there's levels of quarterback play. There's Hall of Famers. There's lots of those. And there's the guys we talk about as like the best ever. And he, at his age, he could win this year and next year, and all of a sudden, now you start talking about Matt Stafford as, dude, if he had any, players with him in Detroit, what could he have done?
He had Megatron. He had the best wide receiver to ever play the game.
But he didn't have a whole lot else.
But that's what I mean. He didn't need weapons.
So I think it really means a lot to him.
Fat guys win Super Bowls. Not Calvin Johnson's, not Matt Stafford's, not Barry Sanders. The Detroit Lions have had the best wide receiver and the best running back to ever play the game.
All right, Lenny, pull up the odds right now. Okay, championship odds to win the Super Bowl. Because we're talking about the three teams in the West all got to be up there. Seattle, San Francisco, and LA all are like Philly. I know is going to be up there just because they've won their division and they were the Super Bowl champs. I got to think then in the AFC, you got Buffalo, Denver. I mean, it's wide open in that division.
The Rams are plus 475 to win the Super Bowl.
Are they the favorites?
475?
Plus 475. They're the favorites. Seattle's plus 500. This is DraftKings odds. Just so you know, I just use it.
What's San Francisco?
Huh?
What's San Francisco?
They would be fifth favorite at plus 950.
Wow. I would take them.
It goes Rams, Seahawks, Broncos, Patriots, Niners, Eagles.
Of those three NFC
You're missing
teams,
a team there, Lenny.
Philly?
No, I got to scroll to the second page to get to the Bears.
If you don't know now, you know. Chicago, baby. Come on. Plus
they
what?
Can they get the home?
2,500?
Can they get home field throughout?
Who?
Chicago.
No, because if 49ers win next week, they get the 1 seed, and Seattle is in the wild card.
Because they lost, they would lose the tiebreaker.
Yeah. So we're locked up in the 2 seed.
That is huge. Just
they're locked.
People having to go to Soldier Field would have been it's like going to Green Bay. Like the weather it's like the 12th man.
It's so sad.
That is rough.
That game should have. Honest to God, I mean, obviously it's going to matter. Like
the timeout ended up costing them. Let's be honest. They called the timeout when they. I mean, I know you want to get your best play for 4th down, but it's like, okay, you had to have a play you've been practicing all week. If they had that timeout, they could have ran the hook and ladder. They would have called the timeout with 10 seconds. They would have had 2 plays instead of 1. Like that ended up really costing them the game.
This loss was the best loss, though, we could have asked for.
Because if they would have won, nothing changes because you're like, dude, we won. We can play bad and win. It's like, dude, you get more out of losses almost
and that's
always.
Just inexperience, though. I think that'll come with time. They'll learn that over time. I mean,
but did you see they made Caleb rush to his left?
I mean, they'll get better.
They made him rush to his left. If they allow him to come out to his right, he finds somebody.
His throwing arm, you want to go.
When he goes right, he is freaking almost. That's like their best offensive. But when he goes left, it was like I was like, oh, dude, this is over.
I got to give credit where credit's due here. We got to give credit where credit's due because I think before the season, both of you were iffy about Caleb. This man needs 270 yards here next week to get over 4,000 passing yards. That hasn't been done in Chicago Bears history here. He'll be the first one to do it. You got to give credit where credit's due. I love Caleb Williams as the Bears quarterback, and he is the future. So just had to put it out there.
I don't hate that.
Of everybody in the let's just throw who's going to be in the playoffs.
This is so
We're
young.
going to have the 3 teams out west. They're making the playoffs. We have the Bears, the Packers, and the Eagles, right? Those are the 6, right? Am I missing somebody? That's the 6.
Well, the Carolina and Tampa Bay.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay, unless Carolina wins, I'll take everybody else's quarterback than Caleb Williams. Not saying for the future. I'm saying this year.
What?
Like, I would take I would.
What are you smoking?
All the guys out west, for sure. Like, they're all having crazy
You're
seasons.
taking Sam Darnold over Caleb
the way
Williams?
He's played this year, yes.
Absolutely.
Now I'm not saying for the next 10 years
because
Caleb's got 10 years.
The future of the NFL's a mobile quarterback, not necessarily ridiculousness like Lamar, but the future is definitely not
what he does.
Jared Goff's and Matt Stafford's of the world. Those are more in the pocket passers as opposed to Caleb Williams is more of a
Brock Purdy is playing if Brock Purdy doesn't get hurt this year, they're the number 1 seed overall.
They're just hitting on all cylinders.
Aren't they?
Why is Brock Purdy so good? coaching.
That guy's win Super Bowls. That's why.
Play calling.
He is
why
so
is Caleb
smart,
Williams so good now? Play calling, coaching. Ben Johnson.
He is so smart, though. Brock Purdy is like just one of those guys. If he had the talents that Caleb had, oh my God, dude would be the best quarterback of all time.
I think Brock Purdy is maybe more football smart, but that'll come with time.
If you said, and I don't know this to be true, if you said Brock Purdy's dad was a coach for all his life, I'd been like, yeah, Brock Purdy's dad's like a super. It just feels like that's a coach's son. The way
last stat I got to give you guys before we're done talking about my guy Caleb. His last 4 games, 628 total yards, 4 touchdowns, 60 points, 0 turnovers, 0 sacks. That's elite quarterback play here in the month of December, period.
That 0 turnovers is the biggest stat out of all of that.
If you would have said that Chicago started the game with the pick 6, if you would have said Chicago started the game with the pick 6, I'd be like, oh, Chicago would have won easy. For them to lose, I mean, like
I turned the game on late. I was so pissed.
It was 21-21 in the first quarter, right? Was it the first play of the second quarter? Was it the last play of the first quarter? It was 21-21. I mean, like these are pretty decent defenses. I mean, no one's stopped.
We got to acknowledge Tone Lopez. Rams own. First of all, thank you for the donation. Rams owns Falcons first pick. Game matters. For next year's draft, the Rams own the Falcons first pick. So
they want the Falcons
to lose, so they get a higher pick. So there must have been some kind of trade.
Who did they get that they got the? I'm trying to think. Who would they have traded for?
There's so many trades.
First rounder though, like you don't get first round picks. Don't get traded very often.
That should have been 2 years ago.
Yeah, it had to have been.
Like I mean, you know what I mean? The way these trade Pierce says Pierce. I don't know. But I mean, that could have been like.
Yeah, maybe. I will say this though. I do like Caleb. I don't want people to think I don't like Caleb. When you get to the playoffs, every quarterback's good for the most part. I mean, like, Carolina, what's his name is
I agree.
Young. He's all right.
Yeah, Bryce Young has not been great. Like for a number 1 pick has not been great. Baker is one of those guys, like if you say there's one game to win, there might not be another guy in NFL. You just said, hey, there's one game, and because that dude has nuts bigger than he must just have a wheelbarrow he just like rolls them around in.
You know what he is?
This guy is so good as an underdog.
Hey, he's like and I don't know how to say this without sounding really like a dick, but he's a smarter Josh Allen. Baker Mayfield is a smarter Josh Allen.
Or smaller Josh Allen.
Smarter Josh Allen. Yeah, smarter.
Yeah, maybe smaller.
Smaller too. He's
Remember, wasn't it last year in the playoffs when
Josh
someone had him by like a sack and he's like holding him off and he like throws for a first down on a 4th down. I believe it was last year in the playoffs.
Yeah, it was.
That dude is just like, I'm telling you, and I didn't like him in college, even though he beat Ohio State, which anybody that beats Ohio State I like. And he planted the flag. I love that. But it's like, he was kind of cocky and like, he's
a dick.
Yeah. And then what he did in Cleveland should have been like, they should have put a freaking statue outside of the stadium. Instead, they were like, we want Deshaun Watson instead. Like,
brutal.
Like, are you kidding me?
Cleveland should be investigated. Like ownership wise, just the whole city. Like
take the team from them.
Cleveland Browns organization, because you think about it, Johnny Manziel was whatever, but they tried to ruin Baker Mayfield, and as soon as he got out of there, he got better. And I feel like
remember he won for this Rams team.
Yeah,
right. He came on a Wednesday. They played on Thursday Night Football. I was in Vegas. I was in I went to see Jason Aldean. It was during COVID. And so, like, everybody's wearing a fucking mask. And they were like, you don't have to wear the mask. Everybody literally, like, threw them. And I'm watching live as that game, like on Gamecast, because back then you couldn't, like, stream it on your phone, 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm watching, and they're already covering, and he goes down and wins them the game. And he didn't even know the game plan. It's like, that's just the kind of that guy he is.
He's a gamer, man. He's a gamer.
He's a gamer. That's the best way to describe that.
So I hope I have no clue what the playoff, like who they're going to play if they get in. Dude, I guarantee everybody's like, please let me play Carolina. And then to play Baker in Tampa. It's like, dude, you saw it, Lenny. He beat you guys a couple years back, and it was like basically just Baker Mayfield willing them to win.
Baker. I mean, it's fun to watch.
Who's the team in the AFC like that? I don't know. Like, I guess right now, Ravens. Like, you think if the Ravens get in, and you're like, dude, this is a, like, I mean, they have talent. It's not like they don't have talent. Now, they've not done it in the playoffs, so it's not like you're scared like they've done it before. But
I don't think anybody should be afraid of the Steelers.
Dude,
I don't think anybody should be afraid of the Chargers either, to be honest with you.
I don't know. The Chargers, Dicker hasn't missed a freaking extra point ever, and he misses the extra point. Ends up costing him.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Houston. I wouldn't want to play Houston with that defense right now.
But they're not going to do anything like that you don't know. Like, if Houston's going to run the ball, they're going to play to that defense. Defense does win in championships, but they don't scare me. Like, they don't like. It's not like the Ravens defense back when Ray Lewis. You're like, dude, this team is just going to win teams. Well, I don't know if they're that good. They're really good. Don't get me wrong. I think Denver's just a similar type team, just a little more talented on offense. Like, their defense is.
Denver's I don't think they get enough credit. Man, they are. I mean,
Denver and New England, no one is counting. No one. It's like Denver and New England. They're the top, basically, two teams record-wise. No one is talking about them to win it all.
Right. Instead, we're talking about Aaron Rodgers and Lamar sitting at
and the Bills. It's the Bills and the Ravens. Are the Ravens going to get in the playoffs? I mean, that's all they're worried about.
Did you watch the Bills-Eagles game? I mean, the Eagles had 16 yards in the second half and won at Buffalo.
So that was my 7-unit play. Why are we not kicking the field goal? Just because of what you said, Craig. They held them to 16 yards in the second half. Kick the field goal, hold them again, and you'll beat them.
Right.
And I know what they were saying. Like, listen, it really didn't matter because they weren't going to probably take the division. So it's like it's going to be what? You're going to be one spot. The AFC's so wide up. I don't think it mattered. But as far as coaching, it's like, dude, you fight that hard for the game. All you got to do is kick the extra point. I can't see Philly putting it back together in the overtime.
Yeah.
Philly's defense did play unbelievable. Both of the defenses played really good. I don't know what to do with Philly, though. That's the team that I don't get it.
I don't get Philly at all, but there's not a team I'll go against either. I mean, come playoff time, because I'm afraid of Saquon. I'm afraid of Jalen Hurts. I'm afraid of.
Are you?
I am.
I'm afraid of the defense. Their defense is sick.
Oh yeah, their defense take days off though. That's what worries about the defense. Come playoff time, they might get up and not take.
What was it? Houston beat them, but it was like the first 3 quarters they dominated Houston, and then they just kind of like ran. I think the defense is like, dude, we're giving me some help.
Right.
That's what they're kind of. I don't think they've given up. I just think they run out of steam. I thought that was going to happen in the Buffalo game. It was like, dude, get a first down. Just give me one. It was literally they would run. Or they wouldn't even run. They just pass, punt. And it was like, damn, they're right back on the field again. It was that stats wise. If you just go look at the stats in that game, it's like, how did Philly win that game?
Remember this comment when we watch this game tonight. Stat Pafford is his name. I'm telling you, Stat Pafford, because Matthew Stafford does care about his stats, and he'll go
early. You think he's still like that,
dude? Yes, 100%. He was bred like that. Detroit embedded on him in that. They've imprinted that on him. He absolutely. Look at his stats last year. Look at how he finished the last 3 games of the season.
Last year was a little different this year. Like last year, I didn't think they were a true Super Bowl contender. This year, I mean. We said it. The odds are they're the favorite. I mean, I can't disagree with that. They're in the top 3.
I would love to see now. Oh, another thing to keep in mind too. Another comment here. Somebody mentioned the Super Bowl is being played in San Francisco.
Oh my God, San Francisco's definitely good.
I'm just saying. Can you?
I was thinking it was New Orleans. Is that where's the college football championship?
Atlanta.
Okay, I don't know why I thought one of them was in New Orleans this year.
No, Miami Gardens, Florida.
The national championship?
Yep. Yeah, that's what's up.
So Miami would have a chance to play at home. If they beat Ohio State, there was a very good chance.
Miami's a live dog against Ohio State.
I think so. I hate Ohio State, so it's like it's hard for
Harking back. Really? He's gonna get it done?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Against the best defense in all college football.
This is the only
it's Ohio
team,
State,
though. that Ohio State will face that has as many pros on the offensive defensive line, that is Miami is loaded with talent. Now, what you said, Carson Beck is like, I mean, if he could just not turn the ball over, he doesn't have to be great. Just don't turn the ball over. I think they have a chance. I mean, the under sounds amazing in that. I haven't finalized my playoff games.
Let me just say this:
41.5.
I know it's
Carson Beck's an NFL quarterback.
Oh God, come on! You mean a backup, like a practice squad guy, maybe?
I'm just saying.
You're right. That is an NFL quarterback officially, but like that dude will not be a starter in the NFL ever.
Hey, dude, he's better than Marcus Mariota.
I will say he should be a salesman.
That kind of guy.
He should be a salesman.
Quarterbacks are a necessity in the NFL.
Like Wall Street salesman, because if he got one of the Cavinder twins for a long period of time, that dude is selling something, some kind of snake oil. I'm just saying that's
on that note.
Hey, let's say NBA real quick.
NBA, give me a
NBA tonight. Big card in the NBA, big card in NHL. I kind of think Milwaukee tonight lays the wood. I mean, everybody, no one knew against your Bulls the other night. No one knew that he was going to come back until like the morning. It was like kind of like the Michael Jordan, like I'm back.
And then, him off too.
And then he windmilled the dunk at the end of the game when it like he should have just dribbled out. And he went like, I think he's like throwing the gauntlet down. Like, dude, I'm carrying this team, and I kind of think he does. Charlotte without Kneppel, I think he's going to be out. He's been, as much as everybody wants to talk about Cooper Flagg, he's the fastest guy to 100 3-pointers ever. I mean, the guy's playing great basketball. No one talks about him because he plays for the Hornets, and he wasn't the number one pick. He's playing great. I believe he's going to be out tonight with a bummed ankle. For sure, he's got a bum ankle, but I don't think they're going to play him tonight. So I think you take the Bucks.
I kind of like Knicks Bulls tonight.
Bulls, baby. I like Trailblazers here. Just kind of how Craig was saying, Cooper Flagg might not be in. Trailblazers got a nice win against the Boston Celtics.
I think AD's out tonight, right? Like they say he's 50-50.
If he's always doing a time decision.
If he's 50-50, that means he's out. Because like he's so fragile. There's no way you can play him unless you know.
He's fragile for sure.
Oh, dude, if that guy should be playing with a bubble on. They should have the halo cap that they have for the NFL. They should have one for Anthony Davis where he just like got bubble wrap where he's just running up and down the field so he doesn't get he doesn't get injured.
I just like the Bulls tonight at home. I think the Bulls. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I like
the Bulls for real. Nick, like they beat the Cavs those two games. It was like, okay, well the Cavs, I don't know if they're really good, and then they come back.
They show signs of for realness, but I just can't trust them anymore. They burnt me too many times. They got off to a great start this year. They're one game below 500. It's just too early for me with the Chicago Bulls team. And if I bet on them and they do me wrong, which they've done plenty of times this year, I can't take it. It gets me so mad. So I lay off of them. I lay off of them.
I would say that Chicago is one of those teams. I don't know if they're going to go for it at the trade deadline or if they're going to blow it up. It feels like every year it's the same thing for Chicago. Like, oh, what are we doing?
Insanity's still here. We're figuring it out on the football field. We got to figure it out on the court.
But is Reinsdorf is selling the White Sox, right? Or at least he's trying.
Yeah.
Is he going to keep the Bulls then? Or is they going to sell the Bulls too? I have not heard anything about him selling the Bulls.
Hopefully he sells the Bulls because something needs
That's
to
the one he needs to sell. Like the White Sox are
the White Sox are a tax write-off for the Bulls. I've been saying this for years about the Illiches. Mike and Marion Illich, God rest them, and their families now run it. The Illiches own Little Caesars Pizza, who owns the Red Wings and the Tigers. And I've been saying for years, ever since the Red Wings won all kinds of cups, I'm like, the Tigers suck because they're a write-off for the Red Wings. They're just a tax write-off. And then, and now the kids are running it. And sell the team, man. Everybody wants him to sell the team.
DJ, I like that little parlay you got going on over there. I don't know about Illinois State, though, money line. Craig, do you want to talk about
that? I do. Illinois State has lost to Drake 10-plus games in a row. Oh. And this is the year Illinois State actually has a lot better team. It's like now it becomes somewhat mental a little bit when you've lost to a team for like 5+ years. You're like, but I think they do get over the hump tonight. I think it's -2.5, -2. I think they cover tonight. I think it's I wanted to make it my top play, but when someone's beat somebody that many times in a row, it's like I'm just a little nervous. But they are like Drake is everybody remembers what Drake did last year. All those kids and the coach are at Iowa now. So it's like they've rebuilt a nice little team, but it's like they don't have a lot of depth there. Illinois State, I think, has a chance to be kind of special this year in that league. So I think Missouri Valley.
And that Blue Jackets play, I know we talked about the NHL. I prefer the over in that game more than I prefer anything. I think
you can't talk me off of a +1.5 very often, though, Lenny.
No, I'm not saying that. You know,
like I haven't done the stats recently, but a couple of years ago I did the stats, and it's like same with baseball. It's like more than 50% of the games end up 1-goal games or 1-run games. So when you're getting +1.5, you naturally have the odds in your favor. Like that's just now it's a little different than baseball. Like hockey, you do the empty net, which just fucking kills you. Like
does it though?
It'll ruin your night. It'll ruin your night.
Oh, you're on the +1.5, and they pull the goalie with like 2.5 minutes to go. You're like, oh no, wait till a minute. Because
I'm gonna tell you something right now. With about 8 minutes left, you guys should be live betting no 1.5, because you play the empty netter. Play the empty netter and in play on a game, and you'll get.
Like I don't know the stats because I'm not an NHL like lifer, but it's like, dude, if you pull it with 2.5, the chance of you giving up a goal is pretty good. Like you just it's just too long to like. It just takes one bad pass and the guy's got a empty ice to shoot at. So it's like about at 1.5 minutes, I think you can you can fight it off. Now I'm always the better at the +1.5, so I don't want him to pull it, but it's like just leave it the way it is. Anyway. All right, guys. Lenny,
we're way over time. I just realized how long.
Thanks again, everybody. Welcome or congratulations to Vernon Croy. Root him on tonight. If you don't follow him on social media, he's a nice little follow on social. So I follow him and Tony George. They're both pretty.
Keep in mind, Vernon's Canadian. So if you follow him on social media, you gotta.
Does that mean we need to say I-A-Y?
Yeah, anything you read, you have to read. You have to take everything he posts
in his
Canadian accent. So shout out to Marvin too, new member. Craig, this is for you real quick. How do you like the Spurs tonight?
The line scares me because the Spurs have been playing great, and it's like 2.5 to 3.5. I see it's all over the place. When you see a line that's like, oh, this is too easy, you either stay away or bet the other side, because they do not Vegas does not print money for you. Like that's like their way to trap you. And not saying that those will always lose, but it's like the Spurs are clearly playing better basketball. I mean, the Cleveland Cavaliers have been a dumpster fire.
Yeah,
they were the #1 East team last year at this point by a lot. They weren't that far behind Oklahoma City, if you remember last year. This year, they're basically a 500 team. The Bulls just swept them back-to-back games.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, though, too. Also, football, be careful of what prop or parlay is that they offer you. I mean, shop your lines. If they're offering it to you, it's not because they feel generous, okay? Shop your lines. Don't always take the first line they give you.
What do they say? The promotional parlays win at it's crazy. Now, stupid low. Even the ones that are they're really giving you, it's like, a team that's 10-point favored and the quarterback to throw a touchdown. And it's like, 100 pays $50 back because it's locked. Everybody thinks
bonus stuff
and it's like that game the quarterback gets injured or they don't throw a touchdown.
You can very easily be trapped at this time of year.
Promotional parlays,
bowl games and college football. Be careful. So do your due diligence. Use that free $60 account if you're brand new to Docs. Links in the description. If you want to be a cool kid like Marvin, see this Marvin's cool cat, man, right here. He got himself a membership. He's a member. He did it all by himself like an adult. Good job, Marvin.
Don't stand by the mail looking for your members only jacket.
I tell him you have to supply your own members only jacket. Right. We supply winners. That's the deal we have. Air shake on it. It's code. That's letter of the law. As I always say, we'll be back tomorrow. Actually, Tuesday. Tony George, Griffin Murphy, and myself Tuesdays. Check that out. Hopefully, Tony George has a good Monday night, or he's going to have a rant tomorrow. So be ready for him.
Ask him about the Missouri game tomorrow, please. I'm going to log in just to hear about the Missouri game.
No, I'm going to ask him about the.
And I had Missouri too, just like him. So I'm as bad out as he is, but he's so much more eloquent when he talks about it.
Check us out tomorrow. We're here 1 o'clock Eastern, Monday through Friday, Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern. Good luck, unless you're against us. Take care, folks.